Hey guys, I hope you're doing really good today. Thank you for joining my vlog. And today, while I show you a little piece of my life, I'll be explaining how my production skills developed throughout my project, The Final Hit. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's go.
When I first started this project, I thought filmmaking was mostly about recording scenes and putting them together. But as I began working on the final hit, I realized that every single detail in the film has meaning. Our short film, The Final Hit, builds meaning through shots, camera techniques, angles, movement, and composition, being a result of hundreds of decisions throughout the production process. As part of putting all these little pieces together, I realized how important filmmaking is and how detailed a small thought has to be for it to reflect in the media text that includes media language and technical elements perfectly. Instead of only telling the audience what a character feels, filmmakers show it through shots, expressions, lighting, and pacing. As a way to create meaning, we use different filmmaking techniques that reflected the emotions of the story. We learned that every decision, from the type of shot to the movement of the camera, helped communicate these emotions to the audience. For example, in our movie, we use a close-up shot to the eyes of our main character for the audience to easily read the facial expressions without any dialogue, capturing how the character analyzes the room and her target for her mission. But before we continue with the video, let me take a quick moment to thank today's video sponsor, Gatorade Zero Sugar. When I'm working on projects like editing the final hit, studying, or just going through my daily routine, it's really important for me to stay hydrated and energized. Gatorade helps me stay refreshed, especially during long editing sessions or busy days when I'm balancing school and creative work. So whether I'm studying, filming, or just taking a quick break, having a Gatorade nearby helps me keep going through the video. Now, let's go back to the video. As I continue working on the project, my production skills gradually developed. I became more aware of how important planning, shot selection, and editing were in creating an immersive story. I started thinking more professionally about why each shot was necessary and how it contributed to the overall meaning of the film. One important step that helped our team stay organized was creating a storyboard before filming. By planning each scene, we were able to decide what shots were needed and how the story will unfold. This helped us manage our time more effectively during production and ensure that every scene had a clear purpose. The storyboard also allowed us to visualize how the different shots will connect together to build tension and guide the audience throughout the narrative. In addition to planning, my editing skills also improved significantly throughout the project. As we worked on the film, I learned how to cut clips carefully in order to maintain the pacing of a scene and keep the audience engaged. This was possible using the app CapCut and its multi-layer editing features between many other templates for fast and professional editing. We also started incorporating background scores, which helped reinforce the emotional tone of certain moments. By combining sounds with visual elements, the scenes became more immersive and impactful. I also developed stronger technical skills when creating smoother and more visually appealing transitions between clips. Instead of having abrupt cuts, we focused on editing techniques that allowed the story to flow naturally. Throughout this process, I realized that editing is not just about putting clips together, but about shaping how the audience experiences the story. Another important part of developing my production skills was learning how to receive and apply constructive criticism. During the project revisions, our teacher created a Google form where each group will receive feedback and suggestions from improvements from our classmates. This process allowed us to see how an audience interpret our film and identify areas that could be enhanced. For our film, The Final Hit, much of the feedback focused on the transition between scenes. Some classmates mentioned that certain cuts felt too abrupt and disrupted the flow of the story. After reviewing the feedback, we decided to revise several transitions by incorporating fade to black effects. This change helped improve the pacing of the film and also reinforce the mood between key moments in the narrative. In addition to transitions, we also worked on enhancing the audio. We adjusted the sound levels and background elements to make the dialogue clearer and ensure that the audio matched the emotional tone of each scene. Another change we made involved a passing transition between shots that make a fun conversation more appealing that originally did not align smoothly. By revising the cut and adjusting the timing, we were able to create a more seamless connection between the scenes. Through this process, I learned that feedback plays an essential role in the production process. Instead of seeing criticism as negative, I began to understand it as a valuable tool that helps refine a project and improve the overall quality of the final product. Another aspect of the production process that helped develop my skills was the creation of our logos and credits. These elements are important because they follow the conventions of real media productions and help establish the identity of the film. During this stage, our film focused on designing logos that will visually represent both our production group and the genre of our movie. Our corporate logo is called KEL, which comes from the initials of each member of our production team. The design featured red and purple colors on a black background, which helps reinforce the crime fiction theme of our film. The darker background, combined with the strong colors, creates a dramatic tone that reflects the intensity and mystery present in the story. In addition to the corporate logo, we also created a genre-based logo that reflected the style of our film. This logo shows a banana hitting and breaking a window, and in the shattered pieces of glass on the floor, the phrase "Action is Productions" appeared. This design was intentionally created to represent the blend of action, comedy, and crime fiction in our movie. The humorous element of the banana reflects the comedic aspects of the story, while the breaking glass visually communicates action and conflict. When designing the credits, we were influenced by the opening score of the movie The Pink Panther and the title sequence from Catch Me If You Can. This inspiration also influenced the choice of our background score, allowing the opening to feel energetic and entertaining for the audience, as well as helping us present the credit in a more dynamic way while visually introducing elements related to the main character and the tone of the story. Designing these logos helped me better understand how visual elements can communicate genre and tone even before the film begins. It also reinforced the importance of branding and representation in a media production, since logos and credits contribute to making a project feel more professional. Looking back at my project, The Final Hit, I can clearly see how my production skills developed from the beginning to the final product. Through planning with the storyboards, improving my editing techniques, and learning how to apply feedback, I gained a deeper understanding of how every element in the filmmaking contributes to meaning. I also learned how important collaboration, organization, and creativity are in the production process. Overall, working on The Final Hit helped me become more confident in using media language and technical elements to create a film that effectively communicates its story to everyone.
That's all for today, and thank you so much for watching my vlog, and I hope you enjoy seeing how my production skills develop throughout this process. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next vlog.